Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Kiwi Learning, and this is Stock Picks. And the stock we'll be going over today is ORI, Old Republic International Corporation. They're basically an insurance company that's done relatively well over COVID, and I think they will be proven to do really well within the next year or so. Just going with this quick article on Nasdaq.com, it just talks about how with like a proven Zacks rank, right now ORI has a Zacks rank of an A grades in all various categories, as well as just talking about their pure fundamentals. They held a PDE ratio of 10.06, when the industry average is 10.46. So just slightly under the PDE ratio for the entire industry, as well as a forward PDE as high as 11.95 and as well as 8.86. So overall median of 10.69 without the entire past year. And also talking about their price to book ratio of 1.12, you know, with the price to book, it's really good to find anything below like that one or anywhere in the range of 1 to 3. And so with a median 0.97 over the past year, it's really solid as well. Now, last looking at the price to sales ratio, like industry average for sales ratio is 0.98, which is really low comparative to some of the other stocks that are out there right now. But ORI actually has a price to sales of 0.86, which is even better than the industry average. And again, this is something we're looking for, any price to sales ratio under 1. And the last thing is price to cash flow, free cash flow ratio basically is 4.75. And basically, it looks attractive against industry average of 13.51. And so this article basically just talks about how ORI sticks out as one of the market's strongest value stocks, also with the fact that it's likely undervalued currently. And just going on to how I even found a stock like this. So you guys can set up an account easily through Y charts, and you guys get a 7-day free trial just using a Google account. And I just was using their stock screener, which is some of the best things I've ever used. And you basically implement their fundamental score, value score, price to book, debt to equity, PEG ratio, price to sales ratio, return on equity. So basically a lot of stuff that we've learned in the past videos. If you guys want to watch some of the introduction videos to fundamental investing, we'll have them right in the top right now. And right here we see that the price to book value is 0 to 1, debt to equity 0 to 1, PEG of 0 to 1, price to sales 0 to 1, return on equity anything above 15%. So I got these 9 stocks, right? So from here you have to do your own due diligence though. So I went through each company, and as you can see here, Viacom's still looking pretty undervalued here, but I went through all these 9 companies and found the Old Republic International Corporation look the most undervalued, and here's why. Again, with those other fundamentals, they look really attractive, but also just on Y charts as an overall, they have a valuation of being 44% under what their price target is within the next 12 months. And also another thing is for them is that they have a dividend as well of a 3.34% dividend. And the last thing is that their market cap is around 8 billion. So this puts them in the medium market cap company, anywhere between 2 and 10 billion dollars, which is what I said at the beginning of this year will be the best stocks because a lot of the large market caps or mega cap stocks are overvalued in my opinion at this point in time. And so these are just some few fundamentals for ORI. And one of the last things that we usually do here is we go over the earnings, see how they've done comparative to the analyst consensus over the past year or so. So as we can see here, ORI is just absolutely blown it out of the park every single time. And consensus ratings basically just have not gone up at all. We see the 0.41 and over the year, consensus only went up to 0.5, and yet they were posting from, 51% to 87% to 53%. So another 46% surprise in its past earnings that they reported on July 22nd. I believe their next earnings will be somewhere in October. So I think this could also be like another gigantic catalyst for them to run again. And so just going over a few, few technical stuff. I know we haven't gone too much over it, but just going with a few major moving averages, we got the 10-day moving average, 50, 100, and 200-day moving average. In terms of their setup, they look extremely good, being above all 4 of their major moving averages. All I would say is that they need enough volume here for them to push up even higher. And while the stochastic isn't necessarily within the sweet spot in the short term, I really do think that they can make higher highs here. But again, just be careful and just pay attention to their moving averages, at least within the short term. Again, long term, I really like the stock. And one of the final things I want to just do is, go over the technicals on TradingView because it's one thing for me to say it, Completely another thing for a lot of analysts to say it as well. As we can see on here, we have strong buys across the board on the day charts, on the week, strong buys, with the oscillators, the overall summary and moving averages, and within the over a month, ORI is just a solid buy. And at least in terms of technical setup, we got all above the major moving averages, and we got a few other patterns that we may have not learned yet, but we'll learn very quickly. But yeah, guys, that's basically all I have today. If you guys got any questions, leave them down below. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and hope you guys are excited for this next week in trading.